there, I'm Ken, and this is Canadian Retro Things. Welcome to this episode. Unfortunately, this episode is a little bit of, well, it's a bit of a sad episode. Because my Tandy Deluxe Joystick is broken. One of the little plastic arms on the inside snapped. And so the easiest thing to do to fix that would be find somebody that can 3D print me a new part. And I am going to do that eventually. But for now, I've decided to do something else. So I have picked up this. And this happens to be an IBM PC Junior Joystick. So let's open this up and take a look at why I picked it up. So one of the nice things about these IBM PC Junior Joysticks is that they are really easy to find, whereas the Tandy Deluxe Joysticks tend to not be as easy to find and quite expensive. So let's open this up. And take a look inside. And there we go. Well, can you see a resemblance? These are, in essence, exactly the same joysticks. The only difference is that the IBM PC joystick uses this end, and the Tandy joysticks uses this end. The different ends on these joysticks means that the internals are wired up a little bit differently. So let's pop these open and take a look. Okay, there we go. We have the Tandy joystick open. This is the broken part here, which actually goes on right there. So it would be the connection for that. Well, let's open up the IBM. So we can see how the wiring is a little bit different. Each of these only has 2 wires going to it, whereas on the Tandy there's 3. But otherwise all the interiors are the same. So what I am going to do is I am going to just steal this little plastic arm off of this one, put it onto this one, and then sometime in the future when I have a 3D printer or something, I can make a new part for the IBM joystick, because I really don't want to destroy the IBM joystick. As many of you know, I do collect all types of machines. I don't have an IBM Junior yet, but I might just in the future. So I'm not going to rewire the interior of this joystick and change the end on it. I'm going to leave it as is and just fix my Tandy joystick. And I am ready to do this very delicate little operation. So there now. Just slide that off of there. Set that aside to be reassembled. There we go. Just had to figure out how to do that. I should have looked before I took it apart, but got it clipped into place now. And my hands are not near as steady as they used to be. That threads down into the middle of the joystick. Slides into place. And this is the Tandy one. Get everything out of the bottom of that. And there we go. Let's see. Alright, I am going to try out this joystick with Pack Dude Monster Maze. I am playing it on free floating because it is much easier to play this game on free floating. And yes, I'm using an RGB monitor. I'm testing it out with this game because this is one that I actually know uses both fire buttons, so I can test those out as well. So obviously moving around the maze, this one jumps and this one pauses the game. So here we go. Try movements. And I am moving in all directions. So that is working. Jumping works. And dying works. And pause works. So jumping, all the buttons work, all the directions work. So this is a completely working Tandy Deluxe Joystick. And it is much better to have the Tandy joystick, I think, with the Tandy branding on it. And I hope you enjoyed this little video about using one of those much easier to get IBM PC Junior joysticks as a parts source for keeping your Tandy Deluxe joystick working. And as I said, I'd much rather have it saying, I mean, I could have changed over the wiring and had it all new parts inside, but then it would have said IBM PC Junior on the joystick rather than Tandy. So I like this better. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what you can do with the liking, the subscribing, and or the commenting below, because anything and everything you do is always greatly appreciated. But I've got to play some Pac-Man. I will see you next time.